Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. We double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone Orlando camp. And, I'm just back with another video. Just, doing some research, digging into this whole situation. Being that, out here in Florida, we got this hurricane about to sweep through the land. The Lord is about to send some judgment. But here it is. We just had one pass through. Not too long ago. This hurricane, Helen or whatever they named it or whatever, in which certain places, a lot of places are still recovering from. Which, like I said, just doing some research, digging and whatnot. Not even knowing that that hurricane did a whole lot of damage. It did a lot more damage than I thought it would. But that just goes the thing. It just goes to show you, the fact that judgment is normalized. People think that these occurrences are just natural when these things weren't so common in a point in time. At a point in time, judgments like this, they weren't so common at one point. But as wickedness increases, the Lord, he amps up the judgments. All right. And which, like I said, is the more and more the Lord amps up judgment, people think that this is normal. So people, for the most part, they don't really pay too much attention to it. And that's why the more and more the Lord's going to turn it up. All right. To the point where people are going to be forced to acknowledge Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. I'm going to grab this. A second Esdras. Bear with me. Second Esdras 15. Because, the Lord is about to get up close and personal with everyone, And it's really just a matter of which side do you stand on? Which side do we stand on? The Lord's grace or the side of his wrath? And the majority of these people, they stand on the side of the Lord's wrath. All right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to let death have its final sting. Death is about to have its final dance. All right. And, situations like this, what's going on over there in Carolina, all right, North Carolina, it's just a small taste of what we're going to start seeing. It's already happening worldwide, but it's just a matter of time before the Lord brings the worst of it to here, because America is about to be ground zero for just everything bad. America is about to be the worst place to be real soon. As I like to say, America is about to be the worst rated R movie of all time in real time. So it's just a matter of time. But again, these things are just a prelude, which that's why I'm going to read this in 2 Esdras 15. Because no one's taking heed other than the elect. No one else is taking heed to the warnings. And that's why when Yahweh Bashem Shah finally lets the ball drop, hey, like I said, death is about to have its final sting. It's about to have its final dance. Second Esdras 15. If I'm in the right chapter. Was it 16? Bear with me. It might be second Ezra 16. Yeah, second Ezra 16, rather. Second Ezra 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So you see, like I said, plagues are taking place all around the world and even here in America, but no one's taking heed outside of the elect. No one's taking heed. All right. Because Yahweh Bashim Shai is definitely visiting the earth that he made. All right. He's sending the warning shots, you know, because these are the scourges being sent for an amendment. All right. To the Lord sending the warning shots to get right before, you know, he allows death to have its final dance. Reading on in verse 20 says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So you see, people aren't taking heed. All right, they turn a blind eye. All right, people have this attitude to where, hey, well, it's not happening to me, it's not affecting me. But what people fail to realize is it's not happening yet. All right, because like I said, the Lord is about to touch everyone. It's about to get up close and personal for everyone. All right. You know, calamity is about to be at everyone's face. You know, everyone's about to be faced with calamity, face to face with the Lord. You know, and this is just another one of those scourges. This is a small taste of what we're going to start seeing throughout all 50 provinces of Babylon. All right, death. You know, because there's been all type of reports, and I'm gonna go ahead and upload this on my backup channel because, you know, a lot of information that's coming out right now. You know, of course, they don't want this information coming out, apparently. Or it seems, you know, they don't want certain of this information coming out. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and post this on my backup channel. All right. But all type of information coming out about just the amount of, you know, unalived people. All right. And the stench that's in the air. And, you know, and I've said this over time, over the years, you know, death is going to be the new normal. It is going to be death, you know, dead bodies, dead corpses. All right. That's just going to be the stench of death, you know, because we know, you know, just one body alone, you know, you leave it out there for a time. It can, you know, you can just feel the presence of death. You know, just with one body alone, but imagine thousands of bodies. All right, hundreds of thousands of bodies. And this is a small case, which is going on over there in North Carolina. All right, you know, just the stench of death, the feeling of death. All right, the atmosphere of death is in the air over there. Is very heavy over there. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna jump down to verse 23. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So you see, just death and more death. All right, to the point where, hey, and this is what's going on over here in North Carolina. You know, just bodies everywhere. You know, no one to mourn, no one to comfort. All right, you know. Just people disappearing, you know, without a trace. You know, people that are looking for the loved ones, and they have no idea where they are, because, hey, you know, and that's just the atmosphere that's over there right now. Which again, is going to be through all 50 provinces of Babylon real soon. So without further ado, I'm gonna play this video. This is just one of many accounts. All right, just as far as the accounts of just, you know, just the reports of just, you know, death, man. you know, because like I said, it's worse than I thought, you know. But without further ado,
but it's the look in her eyes that I can't forget. Last night, somebody was at the river and just looking at the destruction and cars upside down, and saw Halloween costumes floating down a river, and then she saw faces and realized they weren't costumes. She said, "I've seen bodies and I'm not okay with that." And then somebody called and said, "When is somebody gonna come collect all the bodies that have piled up along the embankment of the river?" And then a man called saying, "I need 911 at my house." And somebody said, "Why? Are you okay?" And he said, "Yes, I'm okay." But I opened my front door and there are several bodies in my front yard. This is the stuff I'm having a hard time with. Because I want to make it better for everybody and I can't do anything. So anyway, these tears aren't about us, and I didn't mean to cry, but I can't talk about this without this. And I'm sure because the emotional stress that we're under right now is beyond anything we've experienced.
I'm gonna grab this real quick. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 17. "And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung." So you see, like I just read a second, Edge 16, you know, just unalive bodies from one end of the earth to the next, you know, and that's going to be the new normal throughout all 50 promises. All right. Piles of you know, unalived people, human beings. All right. Hey, the Lord promised the birds a feast. You know, the Lord promised the fowls of the air a feast. There's going to be a whole lot of, you know, and just visualizing it. You know, this is why the Lord is numbing us up, because we're gonna be here to witness this, to see this. You know, part of what I meditate on from time to time is just, you know, Lord, wanting to be one of those men, and just, you know, navigating through Jacob's trouble, man. Just I could picture just a common occurrence, just, you know, stepping on, you know, limbs, and you know, just pretty graphic stuff, you know, pretty gory stuff, you know, trying to avoid these, you know, unalive bodies. You know, this is something that I visualize, you know, because this is going to be the new common thing. This is going to be the new normal. All right. You know, but those people over there are catching pure hell. All right. You know, and I don't want to get, you know, too deep into the situation. You know, like I said, that's why I wanted to upload this backup channel. All right. Because there's a lot of shady shit going on. You know, a lot of shady things going on. You know, but the Lord is definitely touching, like I mentioned, you know, visiting the earth which He made. All right. bringing a whole lot of distress. Like I said, just it's worse than I thought. But the Lord is definitely bringing all type of distress. All right. Like the scriptures talk about wailing in the streets. This is a small example. Like I said, there's plenty of accounts of, situations like this where it's just death in the air, man. The stench of death. All right. The atmosphere of death. All right. But playing on.
Experienced. So anyway, I'm just checking in to let you know we're okay. We still are at the house where we get the water. We're going to do a our neighborhood today. Yesterday we made pizza and took it to several neighbors. Today we're putting cheese and happy hour stuff together, and we're going to take it to neighbors. Just everybody get, little cups, and just to kind of lighten the spirits with some spirits. And then our neighbors, the sellers, invited us over for spaghetti, so we're going to go there after the happy hour. Unfortunately, I'm still gluten-free during this, so I'll be making my own pasta and bringing it. So I'm just touching base, giving y'all a face. Y'all haven't had one. It's this face, this one that bathes. I take baths out in the rain. Or we do sponge baths in the bathroom. It's a very cold way to bathe, but I'm clean every day at the end of the day. So anyway, we're fine. We really are. I'm just so sad for people out there. So anyway,
So yeah, and that's what's cold about it. That's what's cold about it, even with the so-called tragedy that's going on right now, you still got people still have room to, basically be optimistic, basically be positive, come together, have spaghetti, right? And things like that. But the time is coming, all that's going to be null and void. All right. Because I'm going to grab this real quick in Amos 5 and 4. I'm sorry, Amos 5 and 24. But let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. All right. So when Yahweh Shem Yahushua really drops the hammer on this place, there's not going to be any room for, coming together and singing Kumbaya. All right. Like it tells you in this chapter, you running from a lion, you escape a lion just to run into a bear. You escape a bear just to get bit by a serpent. This is going to be one calamity after another. All right, one thing after another. It's nonstop judgments. All right, 24/7, from sun up to sundown, day and night. It's going to be one calamity after another. You're not going to have time to mourn or anything like that. That's why I'm going to go to this in Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah 16 and 2. Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. Because listen, now is not the time to have a 5-year, 10-year plan in this place. All right. Now is not the time to be thinking about, having a family, getting married, settling down. That this is not the time for that. Because life as we know it is about to change. All right. The Lord is definitely moving very quickly. There's a lot of things going on. Things are happening quick. All right. It says, for thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. So you see, and people are going to be witnessing, loved ones getting deleted right in front of them. And they're not going to have time to look back. They're not going to have time to grieve, mourn, bury them. They're just going to have to keep going because that's just how bad it's going to be, It's going to be like one big adrenaline rush. It's just going to be one thing after the next. All right, and the Lord's really about to just start dropping bodies, man, left and right. You know, it says, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So, like I said, hey, the Lord, there's a great feast being prepared for the fowls, for the beast, because there's about to be a whole lot of bodies out here, man. You know, and the Lord, he's really about to show he's not playing. These death angels are about to be loosed, because we all have death angels lurking over us, and it's just a matter of time before those death angels get the green light. And that's why we tread lightly. We walk on eggshells, because we know the Lord's not one to play with. All right, we know we're not exempt. But in verse 5 it says, "For thus saith the Lord, enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament nor bemoan them. For I have taken away my peace from this people, saith the Lord, even loving kindness and mercies." So you see, because, this is why we endure our chastisings now, all right? Because this is the Lord still showing his mercy. Despite what, you hopefully let Akim and Akwath go through, the Lord is still showing us mercy, all right? But when the Lord turns his face, it's not going to be no mercy, all right? The Lord's he's about to remove his presence from off the face of the earth. All right. And the only beacon of light, hope, is going to be found in the men, in those elect men, which we're hoping and striving to be a part of that number, because boy, oh boy, like I said, it's just a matter of what side do you fall on, You're either going to be found on the Lord's mercy, his good graces, or you're going to be found on the Lord's wrath, Because listen, we don't want no more smoke with the Lord, man. All right, we don't want no more smoke with the Lord, man. We're done. We get it. All right. So that's why we're trying, everything in our power to, to you're seeking the sure mercies of David, man, because that's our best bet. That's our only bet, is that the Lord's mercy is with us, because the time is coming. The Lord's gonna, like it just said, it said the Lord's going to take away the peace from his people, and the loving kindness and his mercies. The Lord is about to turn his face, man, and this is going to be unalive people, left and right, north, south, east, west, on all sides. That's going to be the new normal, man. That's going to be the new thing. It's just death. All right, and you're not going to have time to mourn, to bury, or anything like that. That's a scary thing, But like I said, man, this is just one of many accounts of the situation that's going on over there right now. All type of accounts of people just reporting death, man, just unalive bodies. All right, and notice how it told you they're gonna die grievous deaths. Like I said, this right here, we haven't seen nothing yet. We haven't seen nothing yet, man. But we see why judgment is necessary, because like as I read, if people, they take the scourges, they're not mindful of the scourges, man. So that's why the Lord's going to turn things up even more. The Lord wanted us edifying. All praises to you, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully let.